Coming up, what gets us in that Halloween spirit? Spencer talks new Fantasyland in Tokyo, and we play a Halloween edition of our newest game, How Much Did That Cost? All that and more on this episode of Geekly Kingdom. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Welcome to Geekly Kingdom. I'm your host, I'm Eric Wolf, and today we're talking all things spooky. We're getting in that spooky season, so we got this. Joining me for this conversation today, we got the one and only Jilly.
Hey.
We got our man from Japan, Mr. Spencer.
How is it we haven't even started yet. I haven't done anything wrong.
Good morning, everybody from the future.
Oh, man. But yeah, guys.
Just for context, the reason that we're late is because I was having tech troubles, and I wasn't trying to figure out if it was my fault or Ben's fault, so I dug out the notepad from the last show. I kept it around because I knew it would be funny at some point.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was going to bring up. He literally brought it out. Like, he had it set aside and just took it out and just showed it. Like,
well, it's right here. Like, it's on my shelf by my desk, so I'm like, I can just pull out the notepad. I was also having mic troubles again this morning, so I was telling them to just start the show. I made a new one. So just every week there's going to be like a new note, I guess, where I yell at tech because my mic isn't working.
Hey, that's fine. We can have a little notes from you.
I've just got this image stuck in my head of you staring at it's all Ben's fault for 2 weeks straight every time you went to your desk.
No, like it's on my shelf, so like I have it put away so that I can just grab it and it's like out of the way.
Oh man. Guys, September's almost done.
I know.
Like, it's crazy.
Good riddance.
Oh, God,
I feel like September's always that weird month. I feel like, this is the thing.
Okay.
As a child, we are taught to hate September because that's when school starts. Oh, wait, you're from Florida. You started early.
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
What universe are you from where school starts in September?
New York. Ugh.
That is a whole other universe.
We don't start till, because we used to go to Disney all the time when I was younger, the week that y'all started school, because I didn't start school for another, like, however long it was. So, like, we started school
but you guys
September
are also the weirdos who have school
something.
until, like, the end of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
like,
it's always,
Eric,
like,
you're
so
from Florida,
angry
right?
because you're like,
Yeah,
it's summer!
Yeah, it's like, I want to get out.
So you, because I went to high school in Oklahoma, so you have, like, the same schedule as I did, because we started school, like, in the middle or late August, like, usually around the 20th. And then we would finish, like, a week before Memorial Day if we didn't have any snow days. So, like, it would always be, like, the late end of May kind of thing for us. So I always felt bad for all my friends who were like on the Northeast who had school until like June 30th. I'm like, suckers.
No, I don't know. It's bad. I don't even remember when I started school, and I have no idea. My mom's a teacher, so like she started. I know and stuff, but other than that, if it's not for my mom saying that she started school, like, I would not know.
I feel like once you don't have to go to school anymore, you, like, forget all about, like, seasons and vacations and times for things.
It's like, honestly, Like especially for us that live by like theme parks.
Yeah.
Like Spencer, I don't know how it is over there in Japan, but for us, it's like we go to a park and it's like, oh man, there's a lot of people here. It's
What's
like,
going on today?
Is it like a holiday or something that kids don't have school?
Well, I feel that a little bit. We have weird holidays. Like it's weird because it's different. It's because I'm from the U.S.
Yeah.
I still go to school, so I still kind of think in that time frame a little bit. We have like this weird blended American Japanese education calendar that doesn't make any sense. Like the entire month of March is like July at Disney World, because March is like the month where Japanese kids get out of school, because they have an all-year school year that starts in April and ends at the beginning of March. So the entire month of March is hell because all of the kids are like all crowding the parks. It's the worst month to be at Disney in Japan or anywhere in this country, really.
You know what
Which sucks because my birthday is in March. So like I always want to do something for my birthday, but all people are like everywhere. And even this year, like it was right at the beginning of the pandemic. So people were still going out. We just didn't have Disney.
Gotcha.
I was going to say because I went to Catholic school, so we had all like Catholic holidays off, you know, like religious ones. And then when I was teaching musical theater, we had all like the Jewish holidays off, and we were like constantly off. And I'm like, I'm not Jewish, and I was raised in like a religion, so I don't know what's going on. And I remember for like around Christmas time, around the holidays, it was me and a few teachers, and we were making like a Jeopardy game, and like because just how we were raised, we were like, oh, we need to throw in some questions about like Hanukkah, and like we knew nothing. We're like, I got some Frosty the Snowman knowledge up in my head. I got some Rudolph knowledge up in my head. I was like, we were Googling things.
Jason Momoa, Frosty. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You know what? Talking about the holidays.
Talk about the holidays.
Because I want to know. I feel like there's two different people. And I definitely fall into one category. But there's two different people. There's people that decorate and go real like all out for Halloween. And then there's those people that decorate and go real all out for Christmas. Like, where do you guys land? Because there's no like in between, I think. Like, there's very few people that go like in between, and the people that do go in between are definitely Disney fans because they decorate Nightmare Before Christmas for Halloween, and then they just wrap Christmas lights on all their Nightmare Before Christmas stuff for the Christmas. Yeah. And then there's like, oh yeah, both of them, but
that's
like
called
really
being crafty.
Yeah.
And also slightly cheap.
Yeah. But honestly, I feel like there's just two different like groups of people. It's either Halloween or Christmas. Where do you land, Jilly?
Well, the problem...
Or Spencer, you know, whatever.
Well, okay, I started talking before he said Jilly. The internet delay is hard. It's hard to be the only one who's not in the studio sometimes.
Yeah, I know. What were you going to say, man?
I was just going to say really quickly, like, it's hard to do both because they butt up right against each other. Because, like, you have Halloween, and then you have, like, a week or two, depending on, like, where you stand on the whole when does Christmas start thing, which is the question I thought you were going to ask. Depending on where you stand on the whole when does Christmas start thing, you only have anywhere between, like, a couple days and a couple of weeks to, like, switch between, like, the big Halloween and the big Christmas. So...
It's true. And nowadays, like, man, you like, I don't want to say which camp I'm in yet, but it's like Christmas is starting. Like, they're like Lowe's and Home Depot and all these like department stores are like starting to do Christmas so early on, and it's like, man, like I don't know, like people.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Where do you fall? Where do you fall? Come on.
I mean, I like Halloween. Yeah. Like, I love spooky stuff. I like the movies. Mm-hmm. I am one of those crazy Christmas people. Oh, I
Yes.
love Christmas. I'm like, it can't start soon enough.
Yeah.
I don't like taking down my
Jilly.
Christmas tree. I love Christmas decorations. I love Christmas music. Like, we used to like listen to Light
Okay.
FM back in New York. Wait, Spencer. And like all that good, and like people used to get annoyed, and I'm like, no, play it as soon as possible. I remember I used to work at a Barnes and Noble around Christmas time, and I would like, yes. Oh, I love Christmas. So great. The lights. It's weird because I was talking the other day to someone about this. Christmas Day is a very depressing day for me.
Okay.
Because I think like leading up to it and like Christmas Eve is so great and the Christmas morning is so amazing, and then I'm like, now it's over.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
That's all. But yes. Ooh, I love Christmas decorations. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just want to say that Jilly is my new best friend.
Sorry for telling you to shush.
Yeah, like I was gonna give you a compliment. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm totally vibing with this. Like, this is what I want to be around. Is like a big Christmas person.
She was on a roll. That's why.
Well, no, I totally get it. Like the internet delay again. It's hard because like I don't know when she's gonna stop talking. So like I have to try and get in before you start talking.
Yeah.
She'll start talking eventually.
She'll stop eventually. No, like I that's totally how I am. Like November 1st, the tree goes up and I start listening to Christmas music like exclusively. And like when I was working at Starbucks, like second I would put on a red apron and start wearing a Santa hat behind the bar. Like it was it was bad. It was the best. I loved it.
No,
Although my video is not.
I gotta say, so both of you are Christmas. Yeah.
You're a Halloween man?
No, I'm Christmas all the way. Like I'm like, come on.
Good
I start
guy.
listening. I'm those Christmas in July people. Like in July, I'm like, I'm listening to Christmas music, and people are like, oh, for Christmas in July? I was like, no, I've been playing it since February. But anyways, if it's socially acceptable to say it, then sure.
Here's the other thing, though. Jilly, you were talking about how Christmas Day is so depressing. I roll the end of Christmas into New Year's because New Year's is already depressing. So you might as well just, like, throw in the extra, like, Christmas is over kind of thing. Like, give it the extra week. Who cares, you know? Your Christmas tree's not going to come down till, like, Valentine's Day anyway, so who cares?
Man, it's like he has cameras in our house.
Well, like, that was the thing. Like, my birthday is March 1st. So, like, every year around my birthday is when the Christmas tree would always come down. Because
Nice.
I would always make my parents leave the Christmas tree up until my birthday.
Nice, yeah.
So it would be up for, like, a quarter of the year. And people would come visit the house. They're like, why haven't you taken the Christmas tree down? They're like, because Spencer wants it up until his birthday.
Spencer wants a Christmas
So,
birthday, you know? Like, hey. Yeah, the fun thing is, like, my
I want the
birthday's
best
in
of both
December.
worlds. Like,
Say it again?
My birthday is... I get the best of both worlds, kind of, because, like, my birthday is close enough to Christmas where I can still leave the Christmas tree up, but also it's far enough away from Christmas that I can guilt my family into getting me separate presents and giving me extra money.
Nice.
Like, it would be much nicer, like, if my birthday was in June and it was, like, evenly divided, because I get, like, this big span of, like, monetary gifts, like, the beginning of the year, and then I go 9 months where nobody gives me anything, so...
No, like, so my birthday's December, Jilly's birthday's December. We're actually the same day.
I was about to say, our birthdays are on the same day.
Our birthday's actually on the same day. And, like, being a December baby, the fact that I loved Christmas so much, I remember having Christmas-themed birthday parties.
Oh, yeah, I never
Like,
did that.
2 times I did, like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like, themed, because I'm like, yo, I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And now there's all these, like, cool plates and all these, like, Party City, like, kind of, like, things. And it's all themed to Christmas. Like, why not?
You know, my sister, her birthday is October 26th. And when we were younger, she had, I think it was, like, 3 years in a row. And I remember because I was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz all 3 years. Anyway, besides the point.
Hey.
She would have costume parties, like Halloween costume parties at the house.
Okay.
And they were always so much fun.
Nice.
And I remember my cousin, who was like 16 at the time. Oh my God. He would come in and he was like, at the time, he was like, I'm going to be a DJ, because that's what like Italian New Yorker, like 16-year-olds think they're going to be in the 2000s. And so he like brought over his like DJ thing, and he was like, this is DJ Fino in our living room. Like playing for a bunch of 14-year-olds, and he was like, yeah.
Wait, what was his DJ name?
DJ Fino.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Pete for just a second, but no.
It was DJ Fino. And like he would give out gifts like to the best dancer of like the 8 children that were there.
He knew how to work a crowd, though.
Oh yeah, it was fun times though. Those Halloween parties. We would do like mask art.
Okay.
And it was fun. I never had a fun party like that, but like.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you guys, like, so what gets you into like the Halloween mood? Like, are you? Because like you say, you enjoy Halloween.
Yeah.
Spencer, do you enjoy Halloween, or are you just like, meh?
Well, I didn't live near a theme park until last year.
Okay.
So my image of Halloween was living in a suburban Oklahoma neighborhood where little snot-nosed kids with Karens for parents would come around demanding candy at my door. So I hated Halloween. Well, I didn't hate Halloween. I was like okay with it. Like I never was into haunted houses or anything like that. So I was like, it's Halloween. Okay, you know, I don't get to do anything this year because I'm too old to trick or treat. Because this was before it was acceptable for adults to like go out trick or treating.
Gotcha.
That wasn't a thing for a while until like a couple of years ago. So I was okay with Halloween. Like I'd watch movies. Mm-hmm. You know.
Okay. You're not like a pumpkin spice fiend?
I love pumpkin spice. The problem is I worked at Starbucks for 2 years and I was addicted to pumpkin spice at that time. The problem is they don't have pumpkin spice here. Japanese pumpkin tastes different. And so when I drink pumpkin stuff, it doesn't taste like pumpkin spice and it makes me sad. It tastes like actual pumpkin. So it's a traditional thing, so it's got like more of a savory flavor to it rather than kind of the sweet thing that we're used to. I miss pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice a lot.
Okay. What do you guys have over there that would like get you into like that Halloween mood then? What do you think? Well,
Halloween recently also became a thing in Japan, mostly because of Disney.
Okay.
So like I think of Halloween in terms of like I go to Disney and I watch the shows and the parade and stuff, but we don't have that this year.
Yeah.
So I think I'm lacking in stuff for getting me into the Halloween mood other than just going back to watching movies, you know?
Okay. And actually, we'll talk about movies in just a little bit. How about you? Are you pumpkin spice?
I don't like a pumpkin spice drink. Like, I don't like go to Starbucks or anything.
You're not like those
that.
Pumpkin spice is gonna be in Starbucks this day.
Oh,
I gotta be there.
I don't remember the last time I even bought anything from Starbucks.
Okay.
I'm just not. I'm a tea drinker, and I think their teas are trash. Sorry.
Okay.
Hot take. Hot take.
Hot take.
That's true, actually.
That's another one we need.
Oh, right. We definitely need that.
Jimmy's hot take.
But I do like a good like pumpkin pie or like pumpkin like food things.
Gotcha.
But I feel like that's more like Thanksgiving than Halloween.
Yeah, like if it's not candy.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like a specific Halloween like treat or like? And not talking theme parks either.
Yeah.
Like, can you think like in your childhood also was there like a specific Halloween thing, but wasn't candy? Because
no,
I can't.
I mean, I don't know if you
worked for me. Like, you would always go to Walmart on like October 31st or November 1st and get the discount candy. Like that's what you do. That's your Halloween food right there. You buy the candy nobody wanted.
Like that's the thing that I can think of is just candy.
Well, it's not candy. I mean, it's a sweet.
Okay.
You would get your Pillsbury sugar cookies
with the pumpkins on them. Oh my gosh!
Which they sold all year round, but for some reason, with the pumpkins on them, they were superior.
Oh my gosh! Funny thing is that my roommates just came back from Publix like a couple days ago, or Target, and they brought me Scooby-Doo ones.
Aww.
And it's a Scooby-Doo, but it's the exact same thing. It's the Pillsbury, and they do it for like all the seasons, all the holidays,
but for some reason,
everything. They're just
the
so
pumpkin
special.
ones just stand out in your mind.
That's so
I think
funny.
they had a Casper the Friendly Ghost one at one point because I love Casper.
Nice.
Love Casper Meets Wendy.
Yes.
I think we discussed my dream as a child. I love those movies.
That's so funny. You know what I do eat now that I'm thinking about it, and I haven't bought yet because it's not October. Halloween themed Captain Crunch.
Is it different?
Like cereal. So what they do is it makes your milk turn like green.
Green.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say orange.
No, it makes it turn green because like the captain on it is like a zombie.
Yeah.
So I get that for October.
Yeah.
I get that for October, and I get the Christmas ones, which are just Christmas colored for Christmas.
Does anyone remember this memory I just had? It was like 2002 or not, maybe before that, where like I think it was McDonald's was like, "Hey, we got purple ketchup and green ketchup."
Yeah. And then they sold it in stores.
I think I was a little too young for that.
I never tried it. I was always scared of it.
That's a little too young for me, I think, because 2002 I was 2, so I don't think I was in on that one.
Okay.
It was a weird time.
Hang on a second, though. I want to interrupt this discussion real quick because I feel like we've been leaving someone out of this. Ben, are you a Halloween person or a Christmas person?
Ooh.
Oh man. So I'm gonna get killed by the whole room here because Halloween.
Okay.
I am a big fan of cosplay. So Halloween is known as Cosplay Christmas.
Yep.
It is so great. Like this year is going to be kind of frustrating with like all of the social distancing going on, but like just being able to like take all these cosplays that you have like normally for conventions and stuff and just like wear them to work and have people go like, "Oh my gosh, that's so well made," and you're like, "Yeah, I know. I totally made this just for Halloween." Yep. Mm-hmm. Like it is. Okay. It is so enjoyable.
It is. It is. Ben, do you have a specific like Halloween like item that like reminds you of Halloween, like sweet, savory, anything like that?
Not. If I had to pick something, I'd have to say it is, as strange as it may sound, the pumpkin pies from Costco.
Okay, specifically?
Because specifically those, they are superior to all other store-bought pumpkin pies. Fight me.
I wonder if
they are
Costco
massive pies for $6. Sorry, you say?
No, I was just saying real quick, I really hope that, like, I will buy a Costco membership again, because I let mine lapse this year, but I might buy a Costco membership again this year if they have pumpkin pies, because they're so hard to find in this country. Like, if I could buy a pumpkin pie from Costco, we do. It's like 30 minutes on the train.
Oh.
We have, it's like 30 minutes on the train for me to Costco at Kaihim Makuhari, I think, like way out in the suburbs. And then, like, IKEA is, like, 20 minutes away from me, I think. So, like, I can stop at IKEA and get some meatballs. I can stop at IKEA and get some meatballs and then go to Costco. It was great, actually, because before, just like a quick side tangent, before I moved, my closest Costco and IKEA were at the same station. So, like, sometimes I would go up there and I would be like, do I want meatballs or do I want a hot dog for $1? You know, what do I want to do? Mm-hmm. So, like, I would be, like, struggling with myself. I'm like, I don't know what I want. Do I want a meatballs with a hot dog, or do I want, like, the bulgogi or whatever shake they're doing this month at Costco? Like, so I will get a Costco membership again if they have pumpkin pies, because it's very hard to find, and I miss Thanksgiving. That was rough last year for me.
Nah, I can see that.
That's my tangent.
Nah, I can see that. So, we mentioned movies earlier. I want to know, what movies get you into that Halloween mood? Like, what do you guys watch? I know for me, I watch DComs.
Yeah.
Huge. Just
I feel like
everything, anything.
Either you watch like scary movies or you watch DComs. There's like no in between when it comes to like Halloween movies. Or like, no, there are some like Beetlejuice and like I mentioned, like Casper, like those things. But I think DComs is like the big thing.
Yeah, man.
It's just like gets you in the mood because horror movies are all year round for me. I love horror movies.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I don't.
I cosplayed once as Courtney Cox's character in Scream.
Okay.
No one knew who I was, but I knew, and I was very proud of myself. That's all.
Like, I recently started watching, like, older scary movies, like, or older horror movies. When I used to work at Universal, a group of us we used to go to my friend's house, like, I want to say she did it, like, every week. And every week we'd see, like, 2 or 3, like, Halloween movies.
Yeah.
You know, not Halloween movie, like, specific, but, like, horror movies. Just to, like, get us into that, like, Halloween mood. And then all of us used to work at Universal anyways, so then it was like, do that, and tomorrow we'll see you at HHN. And, like, it was just, like, kind of thing. Especially if there was, like, houses, like, specific houses that had movies. Yeah. We would, like, watch those kind of thing to then go into the houses and stuff like that. Like, oh.
You know what films I weirdly like? I'm not a big fan of the Child's Play films. Okay. And I know they're trash. I love watching Bride of Chucky.
That's my best friend's favorite movie.
If it's on, I'm like, all right, and I'll watch it. Yeah. And even Seed of Chucky, movie. Which is even crazier. But like something about Tiff. Ooh, I love me some Tiff.
That's hilarious. He loves that movie as well. Oh my gosh.
So, I don't like horror movies. Partly because I'm a coward, and also partly because a lot of the time they bore me because they're very predictable.
Oh, okay.
I'm a huge coward about things like in person, which is why I'm not a haunted house person, and I'm not looking forward to Horror Nights next year because I know I'm going to have to cover it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no!
I really hope that Tom is able to come into Japan next year. I really hope that like Tom is able to come to Japan so he can go to Osaka for me next year because like I don't want to go and do all the houses. That's not my thing.
And if I'm not mistaken, they go hard over there. Like ours supposedly is like the biggest like Halloween event or whatever, this and that, like the Orlando one. But like you guys go hard.
Yeah, I read the reviews of last night's houses, and some of them were pretty intense. And I'm like, no, I think I'm good. They have like a mystery murder hotel kind of thing though, with like a little bit of gore that I will really be into though. That one sounds fun. Huh. But it's like a $50 upcharge, and you get served at dinner. It sounds like a lot of fun though.
That does sound fun.
I'll look into that, and we'll talk about it when we talk about Halloween at Universal.
I like being given dinner.
Maybe like a more gory kind of Clue. I'll read up a little bit more on it, and we'll talk about it when we do Halloween at Universal. Yeah. When we talk about that.
Sweet.
Did you know that communism is a red herring? It's a quote from Clue. Oh my gosh.
So I was going to talk about Halloween movies.
They only say it like 50 times.
Clue is...
Caught me so off guard. I was just like, huh?
I was going to quote the quote I always quote from Clue, but then I was like, no, I'll quote another one. And then you just looked at me like I had 5 heads, and it made me feel very uncomfortable.
What was going to be your other quote?
Flames on the side of my face.
So, Halloween movies. Now that we're like, I want to get back on track a little bit.
Oh my gosh, yes, Halloween
because I
movies.
always go on tangents. For me, like, I'm not a horror movie person, but I'm also not like a decom person. Okay. So like a lot of just mostly because I haven't watched a lot of them.
No, come on.
So like my go-to movies for Halloween are like they're not like gory horror, but they're kind of like you know, in your head a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like I love Coraline. A Quiet Place is a brilliant movie. Like, and then some campy stuff, you know, like Gremlins and Ghostbusters and
okay, yeah,
stuff like that. You know, The Shining is kind of probably the goriest I'll get, honestly.
Okay. No, yeah, I feel you. Like I like those types of movies. Yeah. Like if I go like quote unquote like horror, you know, kind of thing. Like those are the type of movies that I like. Gosh, the last
even like
horror movie I saw, I think was Escape Room.
I think it could.
Oh, I watched that.
I think that was the last like horror movie I saw.
I love horror movies. I live for them. I like more like thrillers, like psychological thrillers, than movies that have like a scary villain, like Friday the 13th.
Okay.
I like Halloween, but
so.
Yes.
You're more of like a Quiet Place or an Us person than like.
Have you seen those?
Saw, for example.
I like things that are based more on reality.
Okay.
But I do. This is gonna sound bad. I do like a good gory film. So like I like Saw.
Okay.
A Quiet Place. Weirdly enough. Too much for me. I was very uncomfortable watching A Quiet Place.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh. I was watching Emily Blunt was amazing in it, but I felt so uncomfortable for her. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my, like it was just too much. I was like, I can't watch this poor woman go through this.
No.
It was too much for me.
It is a lot. And for me, like, I'm a very, like, audiovisual sensitive person. Like, what I want to do audio production. So, like, I'm trying to tune my ears to things. And watching A Quiet Place in the dark with headphones that have good, like, surround sound is a very intense and fun experience. Like, I genuinely was like, it plays with your senses a little bit, especially if you're like, excuse me, if you're like me, you're like audio-visual sensitive, like you have sensitivity to, you know, sudden audio or sudden sounds, and you listen in on all the little details. It's such a beautiful film. It's so well done. I can't recommend it enough if you like are really sensitive to sound.
No.
And you like you want to mess with that a little bit for Halloween.
I'm good. Nope. This is how bad I am.
Get those Dolby Atmos 7.1 headphones where it's like all up on you and you can hear like in the back, like over here, like the little crinkling of the leaves and stuff. It's such a great experience.
Yalla week.
I was proud of myself last year for HHN.
Yeah.
HHN last year, was it last year or the year before that? Last year I think I missed one house. There was one house that was like really, really just like pitch black and just stroby. And I was like, I ain't doing that. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. I can't. It just messes with me. But one year I did all the houses and I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
I did some houses just once.
Yeah.
But
you see, I don't know if I can get down with doing a haunted house. I don't like when things are like specifically there to scare me.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So I like going with a group.
Yeah.
I like going with a group. We get in a line. We all hold shoulders. Like, we go in through there. And then I have to put, like, earplugs.
Yeah.
I have to. Like, it's funny that you're saying, Spencer, about, like, all the noises and all that. Nah, I put earplugs because I can't with that. I just can't.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes the music's too loud for me. And I'm just like, it's just sensory overload. And I'm just
haunted
like, oh
houses
my
are
gosh.
different.
Yeah.
Like, when you're actually in a place, then that's like, I would put in earplugs too. Are you kidding me? Like, I hate really loud noises, like, in person. Mm-hmm. You know, if it's part of the theatrical experience, then, you know, sudden noises and stuff, you're going to jump, but it's not going to be like, you know, I want to cut off my ears kind of thing, you know, where you feel like you're going to wake up in the morning and you go deaf, like after a really loud concert where they seat you next to the speakers, that kind of thing, you know. I feel like a lot of haunted houses and stuff like that, like every time I go, it's always so loud, and I've had to like put in earplugs because I feel like I'm going to be deaf, you know? So I totally relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what's a good thing?
What?
One of my favorite films, and when I feel like it's not one of my favorite films, but I like watching it. Krampus. You get the good things of the Christmas, you got the good things of horror, you got Toni Collette. What more could you ask for?
And a couple years ago, HHN here in Orlando, I'm not sure in Hollywood, but here in Orlando, they did the Krampus house. Oh my gosh.
I actually have, because I love movie soundtracks, and there was a version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas in that movie, and I love it. It's on my phone. It's beautiful. And that's one of my favorite Christmas songs by Judy Garland. The original version is the best. She helped write it, just so anyone knows.
Actually, you know what? This is how much I can't do horror films. Like, so I watched, like I said, the last one that I can remember was, what did I say? Escape Room. And that's like quote-unquote horror. Like, you know. But I watched It Chapter 1 with my best friend, because at the time we were roommates. We watched it. It was.
2? Not so much.
I haven't seen 2. And this is why I haven't seen 2. So I saw 1.
Yeah.
Because it was on Netflix or on Hulu or on one of these streaming services, and it was free for us because we have the streaming services. So we watched it in the middle of the day with all the blinds open, all the lights on. And we were both sitting on different couches, and we were just like...
I loved it.
Like, I honestly really, really loved the movie.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I've seen the first one,
like the
miniseries. I've seen that. And then I was like, oh, this is an interesting one. The thing that hooked me with this was the tone, the actors in it as well, because the actors that they chose for the kids, amazing. Like, all that just hooked me, and I was like, okay, I want to see this movie, but I'm not going to go see this in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, no, I can't. Ugh. I just, no. So that was the time that I saw that. And then I just haven't been able to find It Chapter 2 on streaming service.
It's so long.
For me to, like, see it, because it came out, and I was so excited for it, because the cast as well.
Oh, the cast is amazing, but, like...
Like, they casted all the kids, and they paired up so well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be cool. But no, I didn't want to see that in theaters.
I saw it in theaters with my mother, and, like, I remember at one point, like, I looked over at her, and I was like, oh my God, when is this movie going to end? Like, it was just so long. And, like, it was like, all right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna, like, make a mini movie about each character that has nothing to do with anyone else. And that's gonna last for the first hour and a half of the movie. And then we're gonna have a whole other movie in the last hour and a half of the movie. And I'm just like,
okay.
Oh my God.
I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters. I still want to see it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, it's worth seeing, but it's just...
I think the performances will carry.
It's like, what, 3 hours long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It felt like 5. Especially when you're hungry.
It's one of those movies,
it's
like,
a miniseries.
There's some movies you can get away with being long. Like, I love Titanic despite the fact that it's like 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Titanic's one of those
Chapter
movies.
2 is like...
I'm sorry.
No, just real quick. Like, It Chapter 2 felt really disjointed. Like, I love Stephen King because usually he's really good at, like, the psychological stuff, which is more what interests me. Despite being dreadfully mentally unstable, probably, and not suited at all for these movies.
Aren't we all?
I love... I loved It Chapter 1, as it seems like we all did, but, like, It Chapter 2, like Jilly said, it was just so long, and it felt so disjointed sometimes. I'm like, okay, what's the point of this? Why are you showing me this?
Yeah.
I want to go to bed.
Speaking of Stephen King, best Stephen King movie adaptation?
What is it?
Misery. That's all. Have you seen
I've
Misery?
never actually seen Misery.
No, I haven't.
What?
I haven't.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I was younger, like a wee child, I used to watch 3 movies all the time.
Okay.
One was Wizard of Oz, which is understandable. The other one was Mommy Dearest. Less understandable. but like really shaped me into a human being. And the third one was I really they wouldn't allow me to watch it, but like my parents would be watching Misery, and I'm like, what's going on? What is this? And I grew up loving that movie.
Okay.
It's so great. Kathy Bates won the Academy Award for it.
Yeah, no, I haven't
oh
seen it.
We are
Great
watching
actress.
Misery. It's great.
Haven't seen it.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
We have to discuss it. I'm not going to waste the time right now, but...
No, we won't. We won't.
Never actually
we'll
seen
watch
Misery.
it.
Okay.
We'll watch it.
I do have to bring this up, though, because I know that at some point we have to bring this topic up.
Yeah.
When do you guys, and sorry for taking your role as the leader, but I
No,
do
no,
want to
no,
ask
go
this
for it,
question. When do you guys think it is appropriate to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas? When is like the time frame that you guys think is appropriate?
Whenever you want.
Yes.
Yes, whatever you want. I watch it on.
Well, okay,
I usually watch it on Halloween because it takes place after Halloween. Like it takes place on Halloween, and then the events are after Halloween. So I like watching it personally.
Halloween night.
Yeah, like Halloween night.
You get your fill, and then you're like, now it's Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, whoa!
It's a great bridge. It really is. Like right now, I feel like if there, you can watch it most times of the year, but like right now, when you're like in that lead up to Halloween and it's not really Christmas yet, I feel like it's a little too early.
Yeah,
and like I have to put if I want to watch the movie, I'm like, maybe not yet. I gotta wait until at least like the middle of October. I feel like right now. Like once you hit like the middle of August, you have to like if you have the urge to watch the movie, you have to stop for a second.
No, yeah, I feel you.
And like wait until like the middle of October when it's okay to start talking about Christmas, like in a social way, and you're still in Halloween, so you can get like the scare thing going,
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, But Jilly, like you have a point. Whenever.
I mean, just do
like
what you want when you
window.
want to do it. What makes you happy?
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You in the middle of July, do it.
Except don't, because that is literally the worst song ever.
I honestly don't. That's the only Christmas song that I can't. I'm like,
sometimes, just sometimes you hear those bells and you're like,
that song.
No, I hear those bells and I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh no.
When I hear those bells, I'm like, change the radio station.
Okay, there is exactly one good version of All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it is a mashup with Billie Eilish's Bury a Friend, and it is so good.
I actually have never heard
We gotta listen to that.
Go look this up later.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
Is quality.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
So
I was going through like Christmas music though, just like really quickly, because sometimes Apple like recommends you stuff. So like I was going through my Christmas music the other day to make sure I still have all of it. And like the very next day, the first thing in my recommendations was All I Want for Christmas Was You. I'm like, no, bad Apple, no.
It's funny because I love Michael Bublé, and I can't even stand his version of that song. I'm like, no, I'm good. No. I'm like, nah.
Well,
I love Michael Bublé. Do you wanna go to do you wanna go to our next segment?
Sure.
All right, let's go to our next segment.
What a smooth
Jelly,
transition.
Take it. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so now, in case you missed it, we got some stuff that you might have missed.
In case you missed it.
So first things up, we got the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse. Or not, we actually have Disney Plus wins multiple Emmy. Never mind.
No, Jelly, what are you saying? Honey, it's the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse.
It's the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse. That is correct. It's all my fault, and not at all Ben's.
The wonderful world of Mickey Mouse. It's a new... Okay, so let me explain.
Yes.
Let me explain, because it might be a little confusing for people.
Yes.
So, yes, This looks like the same Mickey Mouse and the same Minnie Mouse from those Mickey Mouse shorts from 2013 to 2019. Mm-hmm. Because it is. But they're rebranding it for Disney Plus, and it's now called The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, and it debuts November 18th.
How excited? Are you excited, Maria?
I am. I actually am. I love these Mickey Mouse shorts. At first, I was very, very afraid. Mm-hmm. I'm not very keen on this animation style.
Yes, I understand.
I'm an old broad. This animation style's too new for me.
Yes.
I like the old stuff.
Yes.
But I will say, it has the comedy. It has the comedy. I sat down with my great cousins, and they loved it. They loved it. They laughed so hard. Mm-hmm. I laughed so hard. My sister laughed so hard. Everyone in the family laughed, and it was laughing at the same things from these shorts right here. So I'm excited.
Good, good. All right, next up, we got the Emmys. Disney Plus wins multiple Emmys.
The Emmys. This is still a dream. This is still a dream of mine to win an Emmy.
Ooh.
It is, but I didn't win one. Disney Plus did.
And you know who else did?
Who else?
Literally everyone nominated from Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
congratulations to them. Just
congratulations.
Saying. Yes.
But let's see those the winning
Disney multiple Emmys. We got.
So it was The Mandalorian.
Very nice.
For outstanding sound mixing. You know who might get this Emmy? You know who might get this Emmy once?
Who?
Spencer.
For sound mixing?
For sound mixing. Spencer's gonna get this Emmy sometime. I'm telling you, I believe in that boy. Next one.
We got...
Thanks, Maria.
Oh, they got one for outstanding sound editing. You know who might get this one? Spencer! Spencer might get this one day. Let's see that next one they got. Oh, they got one for outstanding production design. Oh, The Mandalorian. Getting all the awards. Next one. They got another one for outstanding special visual effects. I don't know what that is, but they want it.
Yes.
They want it. Next one. Outstanding... What does that say, darling?
That says cinematography, Maria.
What is that?
Cinematography is basically what you're filming, what you're seeing in your lens.
Okay. You know who might win one of these? Ben. Because he's on the cameras. He's on the cameras, behind the cameras. Ben might win one of these one day. Let's see what else they won. Oh my gosh, Forky asked a question 1-1 for outstanding short-form animated program.
Yes.
I love it. I love these shorts, honestly. I know Eric didn't like them very much.
Yes. Well, Eric is very, very picky with his Pixar.
He is, especially when it comes to Toy Story.
Yes.
But I love it. I think he's funny. I honestly do. And I think those are all of it. Those are all the Emmy winners for Disney Plus, which is amazing because this is the first time that a streaming service wins so many Emmys in the first year of their production, their launch of the streaming service.
Well, it is Disney.
It is.
They never do anything, half-butted.
They don't.
They can't
until they do.
Yeah.
Which is not what we're talking about, because we're talking about the things that they win. So let's see, what else do we got?
All right, now we got some Marvel Studios news. I'm gonna throw some things at you.
Oh my
First one is that Tatiana Maslany, who those may recognize from Orphan Black, was cast as She-Hulk for Disney Plus.
She-Hulk for Disney Plus. They're working on that. She is actually the cousin of the Hulk.
Yes.
She's the cousin of the Hulk. She is a lawyer. It's amazing. I think she's going to do great in it.
Yes, she's a great actress.
I can't wait for this.
Yes. Next up, we get the new trailer for WandaVision.
Oh, WandaVision. Look at that. Look at that. Did you know that the name WandaVision is the name Wanda and her husband Vision together? But it could also be Wanda's Vision. I cracked it.
Do you know that every time I hear this, my first thought is that it's a Fairy Odd Parents movie?
WandaVision. I'm telling you, it could be.
Yes.
It could be. She just needs the pink hair. She has that bob already.
Next up, Nick Fury show in development for Disney Plus, starring Samuel L. Jackson.
I have nothing to say. Let's do it.
Yes.
What is he doing? He's doing nothing. Let's do it. This is a great role for him.
Next up, Marvel movies get new release dates.
Oh, my gosh, with everything happening in the world now, yes. So Black Widow, which was supposed to come out this year, has now been pushed to May 7th, 2021, which also moves back Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Boy, he has 10 rings. I only got one. That comes out on July 9th, 2021, and then Eternals. Oh, Eternals, which is the Marvel gods and goddesses. That comes out November 5th, 2021. Marvel, they have so many things happening.
Nothing can stop them.
Oh my gosh, nothing can stop them now.
Next up, new Kid Chat art installation.
Oh yes. So, this is so good.
Yes.
So
this is in downtown Disney.
This is in downtown Disney, out in the Disneyland Resort. Now Disneyland isn't open yet, but downtown Disney, some things are open. They did this, and oh my gosh, it's such a wonderful thing.
It's beautiful.
It's a new art installation titled King Chad. Oh my gosh. And it pays tribute, of course, to Pink Panther star Chadwick Boseman, who passed away. And yes, it was amazing.
I
I love
Panther,
it.
not Pink Panther.
I love it.
Next up, we got new Fantasyland expansion area opens to guests in Tokyo.
Oh yes, so cool thing is it's soft opened.
Yes.
You know how Disney does things.
Yes.
They soft open things just to test things out.
Yes.
To see if everything's running smoothly.
And it's a lottery, correct, to get into them?
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to ask Spencer later. He's gonna talk about it. So we'll have to ask that to Spencer, because I'm not sure. But I do know that it officially opens September 28th. So we'll see. But it looks divine. It really, really does. That ride, that whole area, amazing.
Yes.
I was looking at photos that I think Spencer took, because Spencer's the only one in Japan. He must have. And oh my gosh, what great photos.
Yes. I was watching some videos on some Twitter, and it looks amazing.
Amazing. I want to be a little piece of food on that plate spinning around.
Yes.
Spinning around. Look at that. Oh.
You could be the gray stuff, Maria.
Oh, I am the gray stuff. I love it.
Next up, the Happy Ride with Baymax now open at Tokyo.
Yes, the Happy Ride with Baymax. Amazing. If you've ridden the one here at Walt Disney World at Aliens at Toy Story Land, pretty much the same thing, same concept.
Alien swirling saucers.
Alien swirling saucers here in Walt Disney World.
Hollywood Studios, yeah.
In Hollywood Studios, yes. That one, same concept. This one's just the adorable Baymax. And then out in California, they have the tractors, the little baby tractors from Cars, Pixar's Cars. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad everyone has a little taste of this that they can ride anytime. Such good.
And our last thing is concept art was released for the new entrance and monorail station for Disney's Polynesian Resort.
This looks beautiful.
This does look beautiful.
Beautiful. I hope it looks like this. I hope they cut all those trees down that are blocking the view right now, because if you go, it's all blocked by trees. It's a little weird.
Yes.
But they need to not chop them down, I'm sorry. They need to uproot them and then plant them somewhere else, like away from the front of the hotel, so then we can see this beautiful masterpiece that they're going to be doing.
Well, Polynesian's one of my favorite resorts.
It is.
It is.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love it. You can go there. You can get the
Dole Whip.
The Dole Whips. Oh, you can get the pineapple, the lime, the lemon.
And you can get it with rum.
Oh, Darling, what are you doing tonight? But yes, that is all for today.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Maria.
Of course,
Thanks for doing this segment for us. And that was In Case You Missed It. And welcome back.
In case you missed it.
To Eric. Eric, you coming back?
Hey. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it.
Stuck. There we go. There we go.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, guys. So
I love Maria so much. She's so supportive.
So supportive, right? She's great. Honestly. So we're going to take a small break. We're going to show you guys some other things that you guys can see right here on our YouTube channel. Do me a favor right now. If you're watching this, stop what you're doing. You see right down below us, there's a little like button. It's a little thumbs up, just like this. Just click on that for me. And then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys can know exactly when we do stuff. We got live shows coming at you mostly every single day.
Yeah.
We got live from the parks, so you don't want to miss anything. But we'll be right back. So stick around.
Bye.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT, the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT, the app, is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.
WDW News Tonight is our weekly comedy show combining the news of the week, comedy segments, thoughtful discussions, insane characters, parody commercials, games, and more. Watch live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. and become a Wigs member to get access to a bonus post show. Watch WDW News Tonight episodes anytime and live on YouTube, or get the audio-only version on iTunes and other podcast services.
This program and many more are brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content that you just can't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight and Park Center post shows each and every week, starting at just $2 a month. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and help make this show happen through Patreon.
Oh, come on. It worked fine the first time.
Well, that's all right. While you guys are watching that, looking at that Geekly Kingdom logo, do us a favor, hit that like button and that subscribe so you guys can get notified for all the other stuff that we have on this wonderful channel.
Where things like this happen all the time.
Hello there. I am your host, Eric Wolf. We were talking earlier about some Halloween stuff because it's the end of September already.
Yeah.
October's just around the corner, and with that comes Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say something about the commercials that just played.
Oh yeah.
Just so everyone knows. Hey. So tonight at 10 o'clock. Y'all should be watching Ride Rehab Watches, which is only for WIGS members. So another reason to become a WIGS member.
It is.
And it's a Disney Parks video riffing show, not unlike Mystery Science Theater 3000, with our very own Tyler, Thomas, and even Ben.
Hey.
And I believe Mr. Spencer's going to be on it tonight as well.
Spencer?
Spencer's getting around. Spencer's always muted.
I was going to say, Spencer's going to be talking a lot, but maybe you might not hear him.
There you go.
I wonder what would happen if we just kept pretending we couldn't hear him. Like, don't alert him that we hear him now.
Oh.
One day we're going to do that. No.
It's not my...
The great thing about this is, honestly, the comedic value in this is never going to go away.
Can I just say, Ben sounded just like Kermit there?
Yeah, I know. I heard myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm Kermit.
I can just see, like... Oh man.
Put up the screen. Put up the screen.
Oh no. Oh god.
Please stand by.
Oh my gosh.
I think that we use this screen on this show. I think we use that screen on this show more than any other show.
I would like to copyright it to Geekly Kingdom. No one else can use it.
We might need to just make our own.
I am writing a message right now to every other show.
It's funny that you say that I'm getting around, though, because like between the new Fantasyland news and this, like I think Ben, can I talk about this?
Yeah, sure. If you give me like 5 seconds to finish loading everything.
No. Not New Fantasyland. No, not that. I was just going to say this
we'll
week
talk
I'm
about
gonna
something
be on
else
Park
before
Center.
he starts talking about New Fantasyland.
I'm on Park Center this week to talk about New Fantasyland, and I'm on Pressing Issues next week to talk about it, and like I'm on Ride Rehab Watches tonight. Like I'm all over the place. So
well, hey man,
I'm just like, you're gonna see me if you watch regular programming on this channel. You're gonna see me a lot this week.
And if you don't, you should hit that subscribe button right down there. And
ooh, that suaveness. That happens so cleanly.
You know.
Just went right into it. Like a slip and slide into the subscribe button.
Ooh.
On a nice July day.
But, so yeah, Spencer's going to talk a little bit about the new Fantasyland that soft opened, is opening up over there in Tokyo in just a moment. But we did want to let you guys know that next week we are not having a regular show. Next week is going to be our Geekly Kingdom, our Geekly Trivia show.
Yes!
Well, next week is WDWNT Play.
Excuse me, good sir, not next week.
Oh yeah, not next week, next show. Sorry. Next week is WDWNT Play. But yes, next show will be Geekly Trivia.
And it's going to be all Halloween themed.
Yeah.
Can we tell them what the categories are? Do you want to keep it a secret?
You know what? I don't want to say anything.
Never mind.
If you guys do want to know about our categories, I would suggest you guys going to our Instagram.
Yes.
At Geekly Kingdom.
I guess that means I'm going to have to make some teasing things. I guess that was a slight nod to Jilly. Maybe you should be making something.
We have 2 weeks. We have four categories this round.
Time, yeah.
So what do you think? Drop one Tuesday, Thursdays for the next 2 weeks?
Sure. Yeah.
That gives us 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only if you guys go and follow us.
And follow us on Geekly Kingdom.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
Yes, I don't spam too much of y'all, so.
No, we don't post much on there. But if you guys do want to see more from us on Instagram, let us know. We love talking to you guys. We love doing the questions of the week. And we're going to be changing that just a little bit. And you guys will see it once we post and stuff like that, but we'll be changing that just a little bit. But yeah, follow us there. We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna say it. We're gonna be ranking 13 Halloween DCOMs, and we need your help for that.
Yes.
But that'll launch in October. That'll launch in October, probably the day of Geekly Trivia. We'll see if we do that then. We'll have that for you, so you guys can rank all the different 13 DCOMs that came out during Halloween. So that's how I'm doing this. There's 13 Halloween movies that debuted on October that are considered DCOMs. So you will not see Descendants in there. You won't see Zombies in there. So these are just going to be movies that debuted on in October during Disney channels like Monstober, Halloween, or whatever they used to call it.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
So we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. But yeah, we're going to be ranking some DCOMs.
Yes.
You know how much we love DCOMs, so we'll do that. We got some cool things for you guys for our Halloween show as well, which would be fun.
Someone asked what a DCOM was. A DCOM is a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
So Disney movies that premiered on Disney Channel. That's what DCOM is. So your
cool.
Halloween Town.
Correct, like Halloween Town, Twitches, Twitches 2. There was the first one that's on the list is Under Wraps, which was about a mummy.
Yeah, I remember Under Wraps.
We have that one on the list. We have...
you can find them all on Disney+. There's an entire category for Disney Channel original movies. Obviously, you should know the Halloween ones, but there are some great... There's some bangers out there.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some good ones out there.
And weirdly, some of them have really good casts.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, like I've always said, how in the world did they get, I blanked out on her name and you're gonna kill me. Grandma from Halloween Town.
Oh, Debbie Reynolds?
Yeah. I'm like, how, Phantom of the Megaplex
had Mickey Rooney.
It's
to be honest, once he got up there in age, he wasn't really doing much.
Yeah, he was doing Santa for
And
Rudolph.
also, those MGM actors, they just stole all their money, so he probably needed money.
True.
I can go on a rant.
That is true.
About the mistreatment of the studio system, but I won't.
But we won't. You know where we are going?
We're going to Tokyo?
We're going to Tokyo in our new segment, Geeks on the Streets.
Oh, look at that opening.
So yes,
I appreciate whoever put Disney Sea in that intro.
Yeah, man. We gotcha.
Welcome.
Jilly. Yeah, by the way, side tangent. I know we were going straight into that, but Jilly's been doing an incredible job with all these design, logo designs for all of our new segments that we're doing. Tyler's been animating all of them, so thank you, Tyler. Just awesome stuff. We're changing the show slightly, just to, keep it fresh, keep it new. And we got some other ideas as well that are coming at you guys at a later date. And
we've already been implementing them, so it's not gonna, it's just more segment-oriented things.
Correct. So, today we did do that our discussion, that normally would be broken off into, 2 different segments, stuff like that. Videos like you guys saw last time. But yeah, Mr. Spencer, you went to Tokyo and that new Fantasyland Inspection. So I know you're going to be talking about this a lot in, like you said, in these shows coming up this week. So I don't want you to give everything away, but just give us what did you think?
I won't be giving everything away, primarily because I haven't been on the Beauty and the Beast ride yet.
Oh, okay.
I did not win the lottery for the soft open, unfortunately.
Hey, Jilly was right. It is a lottery.
It kind of is, but it also kind of is. It's weird. I'll rant about it probably on Pressing Issues, so stay tuned for that one next week.
There we go.
Not this week. I will talk about the area, and I gave Ben some pictures just to pull up as I go.
Awesome.
And I should have given him one more, actually. I don't know why I told him I'm done. But I'm going to try and find another picture while I talk about this.
I got the first few you sent.
So, Yeah. I just need a picture of Belle's Village. Let me like make it not 30 megabytes because the press kit was huge. So it's a beautiful expansion. I had the unfortunate luck of going on Wednesday when it was raining, but that was the last day they did, and that was the last day they did soft opens too. So like I went on the last day of like the full soft opens, and I sadly did not win anything. But it's a really cool land. So like, if you haven't seen our walkthrough video here on WDWNT YouTube, then you should, because it goes through the whole expansion. Like I take all of you past the castle and through Belle's Village and Fantasyland Forest Theater and over into Tomorrowland, where that expansion area is. It's really cool. It's a lovely, lovely area, and I'm going to stop stalling because I've given Ben a picture of Belle's Village.
Aha, there we go.
There you go. So, I'm gonna walk through this a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So, with Belle's Village, some of it is lifted from New Fantasyland at the... Yeah.
Give it a second.
That's fine. Like talk about it, and then Ben will just like put it in. Like,
takes a minute.
I forgot about that picture. Okay. Some of the things from Belle's Village are lifted from New Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom.
Gotcha.
Like we have the Gaston fountain, which I will touch on later, and we have kind of a clone of Gaston's Tavern, except here it's called La Taverne de Gaston.
Okay.
And we have different food, obviously. I get to go and eat the food tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. Nice. So stay tuned for a review on that. Yeah, we have the fountain. I saw the fountain, and it was really cool. These are all press shots, by the way, because they look much better than the ones I took on Wednesday.
French with the name.
Yeah.
And we're just like, Gaston's Tavern.
Yeah, Gaston's Tavern.
There's the village. There's Belle's Village. So, like, this is the view you'll see walking in. This is the view you see. Well, they're using a fisheye here a little bit. It's a little bit smaller than this.
Okay.
This is obviously for publicity purposes. They've made this wider on purpose.
Okay, I thought you took this one. Okay.
No, this is publicity. So, on the left, you've got Gaston's Tavern. It's a lot of the same stuff as the one at Disney World. If you look inside, though, we have a couple of different things. Ooh. We have Gaston's furry chair, which, as far as I know, is not at the one in the Magic Kingdom. We've also got more tables. There's a lot more wood tables and a lot more capacity in there. But we've got a lot of the same stuff, like Gaston's portrait above the fireplace, and like the antlers are everywhere because he uses antlers in all of his decorating. So Gaston's is really cool. I'm excited. I get to eat the food. The food looks so good.
Nice.
They've got like French toast grilled cheese sandwich and like a hunter's pie. I don't even know what a hunter's pie is, but it looks good. And like a croissant with some sausage in it and stuff like that. And we've got, I don't know if it's the same as LeFou's Brew, but we have berry cheer.
Okay.
Which I'm interested in trying.
That sounds good. It'll be
good. Right next door to Gaston's is this little churro stand where they're going to sell an apple caramel churro. And I'm so excited for that.
Is that the first time you had that?
I bet it's so good. Yes, it's going to be the first time. I've heard it's good. I really am excited to try it.
Yeah, because you guys got a lot of churros
across
over
this. Less than we used to, sadly. They took away my favorite churro last year. My favorite churro was the melon soda churro, and it was the lightsaber churro. And they brought it in for Season of the Force after Last Jedi came out, and they just stopped selling it one day last year, and I was so sad.
Huh.
Anyway, across the street from Gaston, I didn't give Ben pictures of this, is like the village shops.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be modeled on like the different stores in Belle's Village. So like one of them is the bookshop.
Gotcha.
That Belle goes in and gets her books from. And then another one is like a little village general store. And then there's one that's like a tailor, kind of. It's decorated like a 65-year-old grandmother's house with like frills everywhere and ribbons, and little crafting things for things that they sell on Etsy kind of aesthetic a little bit.
Now, are these all separate
except it's in
stores?
a rustic cabin?
Or is it one big place that's all connected, kind of like the Emporium, that from the outside the facade has a lot of different
Yeah, it's that. It's they are all connected. They've got like these big wide window door things in between them where you can just walk between all three.
That's cool though. That's a cute facade though.
Yeah. I like it. I've seen the pictures. The article should be going up either today or tomorrow with the press pictures of that. So you'll get to take a look inside, and then we will be there tomorrow, and I will have video and photos. So also stay tuned to WDWNT.
Awesome.
And hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe. Follow us on social. Do everything. So once you leave the village, you come to the Beast's Castle. Ooh. Now, we are not talking about the ride, because I have not been on the ride yet. I will talk about the ride on Park Center, probably, because I'm hoping to win the lottery tomorrow. I really hope I win the lottery tomorrow.
So, let me ask you, you guys don't have a restaurant? This is the line for the ride. Like, this is the entrance for the ride?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the ride. So we built, I think they said it's 50 meters, which if a Google search will tell me what it is, and not if I spell meters improperly somehow, is about 164 feet tall castle.
Okay.
So it's a pretty tall castle. We have 2 castles now at Tokyo Disneyland.
Right.
And then the ride is inside, and the show building is massive for this ride. I'm so excited. It's trackless, and the ride vehicles have motion bases on it, so you're supposed to feel like you're dancing around through these show scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I know the Be Our Guest thing from the press images that came out, but like other than that, I tried not to look at most of them.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised by this ride.
Definitely.
And the hardest thing is, like, everyone's talking about it on Twitter, and I had to like mute all these different terms. I'm like, I don't want to hear about the ride. I'm here. Like, all of you people can talk about it, because you're not going to be here for like 5 years. I want to go on the ride.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you have the possibility of going any day now. Like, yeah, definitely.
I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things about the ride. I've heard about it from, like, Imagineers working on the project have been talking about it forever, and like people on the soft opens and people who went to the cast member previews, like everyone loved the ride. Awesome. And so I'm so excited for it. I think the only people I've heard hate on it is like bitter Americans who are like, why isn't this ride coming to Disney World? Yeah. Why does every park have to be unique? Why do we have to travel? It's elitism. Like that kind of thing. Which
is funny because I'm on this side and I'm like, can Disney stop copying stuff? Like, can we have destinations again? Like, come on.
I think destinations are great. Like, motivate people to take those once-in-a-lifetime trips, you know? Yeah.
It's like you said, even though some things were lifted from our, village, like, I still want to go over there. Like, it looks different enough that it will be enjoyable to go see. And also, like, knowing our village and going over there and being able to be like, wow, like, this is cool how they did this, and this is how they, differences. Like, it's so cool. Yeah.
And I know that the castle is your ride. Do you have a Be Our Guest?
Okay.
No.
I mean, you're not missing out on anything. I'm just curious.
Well, I've dined at Be Our. Like, the last time I went to Disney World was in 2015, so I've been to Be Our Guest, and the food was all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've heard it's actually gotten worse. So.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I went
worse.
5 years ago, so I've heard the food has definitely gotten worse at Be Our Guest, and I'm not sure I want to go back.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So there's like a theater. We're not going to talk about the theater very much because it's not open yet.
Okay.
We're not doing stage shows, but there's supposed to be this really good show that they're like, it's on hold until further notice, where it's like a journey into Disney music with Mickey and all of his friends, and we'll talk about it when that show finally starts.
Is that an indoor theater or an outdoor theater?
Indoor. They're doing indoor theaters now. We don't like outdoor theaters anymore.
Okay.
Which is good because like all the cast members that are working at this really sad outdoor theater in Tomorrowland are being moved over to the Fantasyland Forest Theater, and I'm really happy for them because Showbase is probably the saddest Disney theater I've ever seen in my life. So I'm really glad that we're done with Showbase. I think for the most part, I hope they tear it down and like that we put something better there.
Okay.
It's like this big plot in between Space Mountain and Star Tours where I feel like something great could be. So
cool.
But we won't talk about Fantasyland Forest Theater very much. They have like these, Jilly, you'll appreciate these, but I didn't put these pictures in for Ben. They have like these parodies of musical theater posters with like Disney characters. Like they have at PhilharMagic. Like they have
love that.
Cat on a Hot Thin Roof and King. Who's the Tiger King from Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
Oh,
King Louis.
I just watched this the other day too.
King John, that's what it is.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
So instead of like King Henry or King Lear or whatever, it's King John.
That's cool.
Like lots of little theater puns like that. It's really cute. And they have Pygmalion, but it's pig with an I and piglets on the poster. I loved it.
You know, Bedknobs and Broomsticks is a trip.
Did they have a Hamilton parody starring Miss Piggy as Hamilton?
No, we don't like the Muppets in Japan, sadly.
Oh, really? Gosh.
Do you know how much I would give to have Muppet Vision at one of these parks?
Oh my god.
If we could put Muppet Vision, like I would totally get rid of PhilharMagic at Tokyo Disneyland and put Muppet Vision in Fantasyland. I would live for it. Anyway, then there's the Happy Ride with Baymax. And I know I gave Ben pictures of that. And I think one of my favorite things about this is you have Baymax just sitting out there like waving, and I wish it wasn't static because it would be super cute if he was just like waving his hand back and forth, you know? I watched Big Hero 6 the other day while I was writing this article actually so that I could like get into the headspace and try and understand some of the references that they made in this attraction. Like one of the signs says like, this ride is going to make you sick. And then there's an asterisk below it that's like, it's just an expression. I thought it was really like these cute little callbacks to the movie. Across from the ride are these cute little vending machines that look like Baymax dressed up as a cat in his Big Hero 6 armor. And then above it, they have like a little mochi, and they have the mochi like purring every now and then through speakers. So he's like taking a nap above these vending machines, and you can just hear him purring while you're getting your drinks. It's really cute.
That's so good. I hope Miss Allison's watching. That's too good.
She told me after I wrote the article with all the mochi merchandise, she's like, I need all of it. So with the ride, I think Alien Swirling Saucers has 3 turntables, doesn't it? Where you like can go between 3 different directions, right?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
So Happy Ride, I know Junkyard Jamboree has 4 and Alien Swirling Saucers has 3. Like every time they build this ride, they put less in it because Baymax only has 2. So we only have 2 turntables because it's such a small footprint, and the queue is like right in the middle of the ride.
Okay.
So the cool thing about Happy Ride though is they composed 6 new songs specifically for the ride.
Yeah.
And we have all 6 of them on the YouTube channel, and I've been listening to them for like 4 days now. I am living for these songs. They're so good.
So good.
Have you seen them? Have you seen the video?
No, I have not. I have to go and watch all this. I try not to see, like, I try to go and see older, like Tokyo stuff, because I do want to get myself out there, kind of thing, and experience all this. So I try not to like watch stuff that are new. But no, I have to watch that because I love Baymax. I love Big Hero 6, and just to be able to hear those like those songs, yeah, no, definitely I have to check this out.
Does it rattle?
They made like cute little references in some of the songs. Like one of the songs, the chorus is literally like ba da la da la da 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 da. Like it's good. The bridge is like fist bump ba da la la. Like I thought it was the cutest little song. I love it so much.
Yes. That's too
Watch
good.
the video, seriously. Like, it's so good.
No, yeah, definitely.
All 6 of those songs are really good. But, like, the lights... Here, put the picture back up of inside the ride. So, like, the lights on the ceiling and on the turntables and on the walls, like, all light up in different colors, synchronized to the song. So, like, there's little light shows that happen for riders during the ride. And it looks so cool, especially at night, when, like, it's just lighting up around Tomorrowland with, like, all these different effects with these awesome songs. I don't like this ride system too much, just because I feel like they keep putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
But I really think that the songs and the lights really help with this ride.
I like the seats, like the ride vehicles, because I like the coloring of the back. That's Hero's armor. So I really like that.
They're selling the Baymax part as a popcorn bucket starting tomorrow, actually. So, like, that front car is going to be a popcorn bucket starting tomorrow. I'm really excited for that.
That's cute.
Happy Ride is cute, though. Like, I want to ride it just for the songs, even though the ride system is kind of, you know? Mm-hmm. It was very much like a last minute, like, we need to fill something in this expansion, because it was like this big, like, $2 billion expansion, and then they had to budget cut it because of a lot of reasons. Mostly a regime change, I think, was a lot of the thing behind that. But we were going to have like a second part of Bell's Village, and like they were going to move Small World over by Space Mountain, and then behind Small World was going to be like a little Alice in Wonderland thing. Like, it was this big expansion, and then they had to budget cut it, which is sad.
It's weird that that's in Fantasyland.
Baymax?
Yeah.
Is it Baymax in tomorrow?
It's in Tomorrowland.
Oh, I thought it was in... Never mind, sorry. I got confused.
As soon as you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
Because the way he was talking about the... Never mind. And then it was supposed to be Belle, and I was like, what?
Well, that was supposed to... I can't remember what else was supposed to go there, but there was like going to be another Tomorrowland thing. Oh, no, because that's where Small World was supposed to go. That's right. So, like, Fantasyland was going to, like, crouch around on, like, the side of Tomorrowland, because we tore down Starjets and the Grand Circuit Raceway for this expansion. So, honestly, I think getting rid of our Speedway was a worthy trade for all of this.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I hate Speedway.
No, it's a dumb ride, I think, honestly.
Yeah. Once you can actually drive a car, it's so much more fun to actually just drive your car.
Yeah, and also, like, Japan isn't really a big car country, and like, especially in Tokyo, where you have one of the world's most robust public transportation systems. What's the point, you know?
Yeah,
I've driven in Tokyo. It's frustrating.
That's true, because you don't get that same sense and that same feel that people here do, and people in California, it's like, oh my gosh, I got my driver's license, and blah, blah. Like, yeah, you just don't get that there.
Because you could have already been, like, moseying about on your own.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that.
Yeah, like, you know, when your parents let your 6-year-old child go take the train around Tokyo on their own. That's actually a thing, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what it's like in New York.
Safe city.
You're 8 now. You could take the MTA.
Is that what your parents did to you?
No, I was in suburban Queens. I was driven. I mean, high school, you're all taking the MTA bus. Hated it.
Oh.
Oh,
suburban Queens.
Suburban
nice.
Queens.
Well, Spencer, I'm gonna
next
actually...
door... Oh, are you cutting me off? Okay.
I am. I don't want you to give everything. I don't want you to give everything because I want people to watch you and on your other shows that you have. But I do want you to talk a little bit about that. There's a nighttime shot that you have. There's like a nighttime photo.
Which nighttime photo? There's like 3.
Oh, wait.
Gosh. Well,
oh, that one.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
So, like, the cool thing about like ours is that behind our castle, sometimes like when they do fireworks, you can see fireworks from back there.
Yeah.
Are you guys able to? Do you think you can see anything from there?
Oh no, faces completely in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful castle. Though.
our fireworks shoot between Disneyland and Disney Sea because we can't, by law, do very good fireworks.
Okay.
So they just shoot fireworks between both parks and show the same show at both parks. We usually make up for that because, like, Disney Sea will have its own night show and Disneyland will have a projection show. Yeah. And then we'll just have these sad, like, 5-minute fireworks all launching from the same place.
Oh, gotcha.
It's one of the more depressing things about TDR, actually, is that we can't, by law, have good fireworks.
Gotcha, okay.
By law, they go, you have to have bad fireworks.
Well, it's like the resort is right next to this really fancy housing development because it was built right at the same time as these really fancy houses. So, like, if we have more fireworks, then the ashes can blow onto the houses and cause fires, and, like, also the neighbors will complain about the noise. So these are, like, $1 million houses that are right next to the resort. So
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where Tom's moving, right?
Tom wishes he had that kind of money.
Oh.
Tom's getting that.
Also, I don't think that Tom could live in Japan, honestly. That's a whole other conversation, but I don't think he would survive in this country.
Well, on that note.
Thank you, Spencer.
Thank you
for sharing that. And if you guys want to see some more about Spencer's adventures and the new Fantasyland expansion, like Spencer said, you're going to be on what shows?
I've got Park Center, which I'm going to talk way over the time limit on. And then I've got Pressing Issues, not this week, but next week.
Okay. Well, there we go. And Spencer's been writing some great articles, got some great videos out there. So if you guys want to check any and all of that, you guys can go on WDWNT.com to check out some articles. And right here on our YouTube channel, you guys can see those videos. But yeah. Guys, we're gonna play a game.
We gonna play a game?
We're gonna play a game. We're gonna take Spencer and Jilly, pit them against each other on our newest show segment. I love that so much.
Glad he liked it.
Can you play that one more time, please? All right.
What the heck is that?
Was that Tyler?
That was.
Yep.
That was Tyler.
How much did that cost?
That was Tyler. I'm telling you, it's too good. So this is how we're gonna play the game. This is somewhat of a version of the Funko game that we played.
Yeah.
But we're doing it just a little bit different. We're doing Disney. It's gonna be Shop Disney Halloween edition. So what I did was I went on to shopdisney.com and I picked out some Halloween items that might interest maybe you guys out there to get into that spooky season, that spooky spirit. So you guys can actually find all of these things on Shop Disney. And I'm going to show you guys an item. You guys are going to give us a price of what you think the item will cost. Here's the thing. You're trying to get as close as possible to that item. You can, we're not playing Price is Right rules, so you can go above, you can go under, but you want to get the least amount of money. Alright? So what we're going to do is you guys will say your prices for the item.
Yes.
We'll put it there, and then we'll get the difference, and then we'll add the difference to your bank total. And at the end of the game, whoever has the least amount of money in the bank wins.
What do I get?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Are you gonna give me the pretzels that expired in February?
We'll get some pretzels. And then Spencer, I'll ship you some pretzels.
They expired in February.
I hate pretzels. It's okay. I hate pretzels, so they will go in the garbage.
All right, let's go to our first item here.
Okay.
Okay, so I have small little descriptions of these for you guys as well.
I already have a guess.
You already have a guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just
I'm
to
not
let you know,
versed in Disney World merchandise,
it's a limited...
so I don't know what magic bands usually cost.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry, Spencer. This is literally the only thing that would be, like, specific. But this is limited release. It's a limited release. So kind of think of that. And then when you scan it, it has a Happy Halloween greeting when you scan it at the parks. So, Jilly, you said you already had a guess. What do you think?
Should I go with my gut instinct? I'm saying $29.99.
Saying $29.99? All right. You know what? Let's Ben, can you round that up just to 30? Sorry. All right, let's do that. Spencer, what you think?
I trust Jilly.
You trust Jilly? You're going with 32?
Yeah.
Rude.
All right.
Not 32, 30.
30, there we go, 30.
He said 32. I did what he said.
32, not 32.
30 also. Aha.
So, all right, let's get the price on that. Hey!
I feel like Spencer copied me, and so I don't feel like this is fair. That is all.
All right.
You know, if you're not prepared to play the game.
I don't know how much things at Disney World cost.
So that was right on the money. So both of you get nothing in your bank, which is a good thing. Good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing. So let's get this next item.
Oh.
So this next item is Goon figure from Sleeping Beauty. It's fully sculpted. It's a medium figure.
Okay.
Highly detailed. It has metallic paint accents, and it is inspired by Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty.
Now, are we not doing cents? Do we all round up to a...
Yes, you can just round up.
I'm saying...
It's made out of resin, by the way.
I'm saying 60.
You're saying 60?
Yes.
Okay, Jilly. We'll lock that in. Spencer, how much do you think?
Oh, God. Everything is always super overpriced. So I'm going to go, I'd say $79.99, but I guess 80.
All right. We'll lock that one in. And the actual price for this figure is $125.
For that?
Oh, my God. Who's paying $125 for that?
How much did that cost?
How much did that cost?
Oh my gosh! So we're gonna get your balances there. Awesome. So Jilly, you were over by 60, or you have 65 in your bank. Spencer, you got 45. Spencer's in the lead as of right now. All right. This is a good one. Let's go with the next one. Oh, so we got the Hatbox Ghost.
Currently?
Host a ghost spirit jar from the Haunted Mansion.
Are we talking original price or current price?
We're talking current price.
Because this one I do know.
Yeah, no, we're talking current price. Each Haunted Mansion spirit jar contains lights, sound, and a projection. Ooh. It's a translucent jar, illuminated, spirit character image within jar. And it's celebrating the 50th anniversary of Disney's The Haunted Mansion. Let's go with Jilly. Current price.
15.
15 or 50?
15.
15. 15. All right. Spencer, how much do you think it's currently cost?
I'd love to say $1 because I feel like that's how desperate they are to sell these at this point. Like, even I know how desperate they are to get rid of these.
I thought this would be a fun one to have on.
That being said, $19.99 seems more realistic for them right now, so I'm going to say 20.
All right. Actual price is 23.
23.
Very close.
Hey.
Just $3 off there.
That's a weirdly specific
Right?
price for them to be charging.
Yeah. All right. We will get your... There we go. All right, let's get to that next one. And our next one is a Rapunzel signature costume for kids. It is a authentic Disney princess costume, embroidered floral design with faux pearls on the bodice. It has lace trim. It's made out of satin. It's a satin underlay with a signature and with Rapunzel's signature and sun embroidery. Hidden back zipper.
And the poor parent who will have to overpay for this costume.
Spencer, how much do you think?
Oh God. How much does Disney want to gouge out of kids? I'm gonna guess. It's got pearls. They might be fake, but they might also be real. So I'm gonna say 175.
175.
I'm going to go with 110. I
110.
don't think it's quite that much.
Okay. 110, 175. What's that actual retail price?
What?
$350. How much
Has anyone ever actually bought
What
this?
parent is paying that much money? If you are a parent who spent that much money, you're no friend of mine. That is insane. Your child is going to grow out of that in less than a year.
It's a Rapunzel signature costume
Also,
for kids.
like, I feel like this costume exclusively exists for parents of like modern day Veruca Salts, who are just terrible parents and give their child whatever they want regardless.
Hey, maybe.
Like, why would you pay
I don't know why.
$350?
Alrighty.
We are calculating.
I'm doing math. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. We're
How much
calculating
does
that
Bibbidi Bobbidi
difference.
Boutique cost in the U.S.?
This is gonna be a big difference. Both of y'all like
There we go.
underdid that. All right.
Does anyone know how much Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique costs in the U.S.?
Not off the top of my head, man.
No.
Let's go to that next merch item that we got. Okay, get you in that Halloween spirit. You get a little Sanderson Sister. These are Q-Fig Max by QMX. They're made of PVC. It's 6 inches in height. It's attached to the base and inspired by Hocus Pocus. Jilly, what do you think?
220.
220?
220, because I don't know anything anymore.
I have no idea now.
People are going to spend almost $350 on a dress
Who knows how much they'll spend
for a
on
child?
on a 6-inch figure. Spencer, how much you think?
Well, that one that was made of resin was $125, and I would imagine PVC is cheaper. So I'm going to say 70.
70.
We're very off, Chili. We're very far apart on this.
Let's see what that actual retail price is.
Not as off as you might think.
Hey! 50
Not
bucks.
that bad.
I know nothing.
Oh, nothing.
I got that
Poor
magic
Shitty.
band, and then everything went to on a crap.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
It's
you guys
okay,
have two.
Chili. We still support you.
You guys have 2 more to go, okay?
Okay.
So, Jilly,
Yes.
you gotta nail these real just on the head, and Spencer needs to go real out there. But I think we can do it.
Okay.
I think we can do it. Let's show you this next one.
Ah!
Whoa. So this is a Nightmare Before Christmas half suit and light up tie for adults. Cool thing about this is that it's also, Ben, can we see it? Glow in the dark.
And you know what? This is probably cheaper than that stupid dress.
This is an adult size.
Yeah.
Includes a jacket and bow tie. And yeah.
This looks like it belongs on a Disney version of that Saturday Night Live sketch with Tom Hanks dressed up as David Pumpkins. This looks like it belongs as like the Disney version of David Pumpkins.
Any questions?
All right, I'm gonna say.
What do you think?
120.
120. All right. I'm gonna give you a 120 on your side.
And I used to be a reporter.
Spencer, what do you think?
Oh,
glow in the dark and a light up tie.
Yeah, you know, if I was going by the logic of that dress, I'd be saying like 500. But I think 140.
140. Ooh, just went a little, just above you. Just above you. All right, let's see what the actual retail price for this is.
Are you kidding me?
$35.
What?
Are you kidding me?
$35. So, if by any chance you guys out there want to wear this, $35, and it's actually on sale. Originally, it was $50, and now it's $35.
I'm so angry right now. Like, I'm so
you can pay
angry.
$350 for a dress, but for a half suit and a tie, it's $35.
And it glows in the dark.
You know what? Well, that's the thing. That would have been the thing that should have gotten you guys. It glows in the dark, and it comes with a real campy light up tie. That ain't gonna be $100 and something.
But the taffeta
this is Disney we're
dress.
talking about. They could charge anything. You never know anymore with Disney. Like, I don't know what to expect from how they price their stuff.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, look at me. 568. Oh my god.
568. Let's see.
Just the last.
All right, our last item. We're just gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it with this item because everyone loves these. Everyone loves these spirit jerseys. So we got a Mickey Mouse Halloween spirit jersey for adults. It's an adult one. It does have a glow in the dark feature, which actually I don't have a picture of it. I'm sorry, but it says "Boo" on the back. It's long sleeves. It's woven spirit jersey. It's a woven spirit jersey. So
okay, so I know how much these
cotton.
are.
Okay.
But because it's glow in the dark.
Do you think it might
Does
be a
that
little bit?
change things?
You think it might be cheaper or more expensive?
I don't think it'd be cheaper.
You think Disney doesn't care? They're like, people are gonna buy it anyways. It's a spirit jersey. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I could picture them putting like a stupid tag on it that's like, it glows in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up a little bit. And I'm gonna say 72.
72. All right, we're going 72 for Jilly.
And I hate myself for saying it.
Spencer, what do you think?
Spirit jerseys usually cost, what, $69.99, I think? I've written enough of these articles that it's either $59.99 or $69.99. I can't remember which. Which I also can't fathom paying that much for a sweater. This is the one thing I don't understand. One of the most common questions I always get is like, does Tokyo Disney have spirit jerseys? No. I can imagine Disney doing something stupid where it's like, oh, it glows in the dark and it's an extra $10. So I'm just going to say...
You have the same mindset as Jilly?
70 probably, because I think the standard is $59.99.
Just going under you. All right. For our last one, let's see it. $65. $65.
Oh, only $5 up. All right.
$65. They didn't upcharge at all. They were just
and I would just like to say
jersey.
that while Spencer was saying, I've written enough of these to know that it's either $59.99 or $69.99, I looked at Wolf and I said, no, they retail for $64.99.
She did.
And then, so I'm very angry because I upcharged myself from the correct price, and Spencer didn't know the price.
He did it, but it's funny because he said he upcharged himself $10 because of the glow-in-the-dark feature.
Yeah. Very upset.
It's also been a minute since I've written one of these, but I always swore up and down that it was $59.99 or $69.99, and I could not remember which one it was.
Well,
this is unfair. These are Disney World items. Wait, no. This is unfair.
You
These
won. Why are you angry?
This is all on Shop Disney. ShopDisney.com. The only thing that you can't buy right now is the Spirit jersey. It's actually sold out.
Oh, is it?
With prices like that, of course it is.
Yeah. Hey, I went to the warehouse once, and I got a Pirates of the Caribbean jersey for $10.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm very upset with myself because of my pride and my ego, and because I'm wrong because of my pride and ego. So that's mainly why I'm upset, is because my ego got to me, and I'm like, I know how much this costs.
But hey, with a bank of 575 and a bank of 353, our winner of How Much Did That Cost is Spencer. Ben, can you roll that title
Good
again?
game.
How does Dumbledore clap?
Oh, man. It's just like
Jelly.
that. Just...
Dumbledore clap,
job.
everyone.
Good job, Spencer. Good job.
game. Are you going to shake my hand or not?
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Good game. Yeah, there you go. Good
Oh my
game.
gosh, you guys synced it perfectly. But guys, that's our show for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank my two wonderful people right here for being with us. Spencer, thank you so much.
Thank you. And catch me, if you're a wig, catch me later today on Ride Rehab Watches.
yeah, it's 10 o'clock, guys.
Yup. And of course, Jilly, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Ben, thank you for all your help and for being the man behind the chair there for us. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, Tyler, as well, for these amazing intro or amazing title animations. We appreciate it, Tyler. And yes, catch Tyler tonight on Ride Rehab Watches. If you're a Wigs member, if you're not, you still got time. You can become one, and you can watch tonight with them. But until next time, we'll see you guys real soon. Bye.